Recorded Books presents The Perishing by Natashia Deón, narrated by Lisa Reneé Pitts with Kevin R. Free. A quote from Be Trouble by Bridget Bianca. They say Malcolm knew his journey was ending. Martin knew he wasn't long for this world. No, I don't think myself a martyr. I am merely a black woman, which means the same thing. A quote from Albert Einstein. People like us who believe in physics know that the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. A quote from My Name is Wolf by Chi-Wan Choi. At best, we will lose each other at something we have been taught to call the end. Chapter 0. July 2102, Los Angeles, California. Sarah. My name is Sarah Shipley, and I've slept with 5 women. Since I married a man, no one asks the kind of persons I choose anymore. I've been married 6 times, all of them men, all of them taken from me, by God or by man, death in all cases. My first husband is who I remember most. First husband was once born in 1948 and was murdered just like my third. But I wasn't surprised. Devastated, but not surprised. We're all on the verge of somebody else's violence. It used to scare people when I'd let down my guard and confess that my husbands were murdered. They would call me cursed, not unlucky. In fact, the word unlucky would only be used by those who thought I had something to do with it. 'Cause no one's that unlucky. So now when people ask how my husbands died, I say they stopped breathing. And for my own sake, I don't remember the faces of those who took their breath anymore. I was 40 years old when first husband died, the first time. And in every life, 40 is the age when I start losing things. Memories, my glasses, my friends. The frequency of their deaths make dying pedestrian. But not always. Sometimes it is life-altering. Hurts me to watch the anguish of others who don't understand it's not always over. Not for everybody. First husband was devastated when he lost his mother, Florence Mary Clay. She had 9 kids. In 1956, when he was 8 years old, Mary walked off the cotton fields to work cleaning classrooms, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., $2 a week slave labor. But we all thought we were rich, first husband said. Mary was the first woman janitor at his school in Mississippi, preschool through high school. One school for all the Negroes, and she kept the whole school clean by herself. At lunch, she worked in the lunchroom making sandwiches for all us children, he said, serving warm plates and apples. Never missed a day, so folks respected my mama. On Sundays, he and his brothers would walk up Columbus Street, their skin dark as wet soil and their new haircuts lined and shaped into something like a helmet full of black flowers. They'd wear Sunday suits then, each pressed paper hard and without crinkle or sound, hand folded around their bodies like wearing origami. Folks would point and say, "Those are Mary Clay's kids," and they'd make room for them. That's how I knew about people, he said. Not by the way they treated me, but how they treated my mama. Respected her. That's how I decided who I liked.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?